While many of us are beginning to dry out, we still have that flash flood watch in effect until midnight for three of our counties, McDowell, Burke, and Avery counties. And Burke especially hit hard under a flash flood warning, the southeastern corner of Burke. And so just know that flash flooding is possible for a few more hours, especially in those locations in the foothills. And even people not under that watch, there is that elevated risk in the yellow shaded area. That's most of us in the mountains. And then in the red shaded area where that watch is, that is where the risk is the highest. So this evening, yes, could be a little bit dicey. Rivers running high. Of course, we saw earlier some roads washed away. Right now, it's still raining pretty hard across parts of the upstate. And then, of course, where that flash flood warning is in the foothills, we can see it right here, this area, taking in I-40, the community of Ickard. This is the southeasternmost part of Burke County under a flash flood warning until 7:30. Meanwhile, central Spartanburg County is under a flash flood warning too until 8:30, and that includes Spartanburg and the I-85 corridor, Interstate 26. Now, fortunately, we can see a lot of that rain, those storms breaking apart, so looks like a little bit of relief is coming. And then, of course, we have a flood advisory along the French Broad at Blantyre, that rural area along the Transylvania and Henderson County line, and that does include the community of Etowah, where the river is expected to crest right at flood stage this evening. We can see the bigger picture with this front swinging through, all the activity around it that is moving off to the east of us, and we're going to see that drier air move in pretty shortly here. Your hour-by-hour futurecast shows by 9 o'clock a pretty quiet picture, just some very light rain possible across the mountains. But of course, with the ground being so wet, it's not going to take much to cause some extra issues. So definitely a night to be careful on the roads and put that turnaround, don't drown saying. Put that into practice if you do see water covering the road that you want to cross. Fortunately, we have a much drier day ahead, starting off with some areas of dense fog on Sunday. But then look at this. It looks like a day full of sunshine. And while we can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm, the key word here is isolated and a mainly dry day. Monday, rain chances remain low, but over the next several hours, not out of the question that some locations could pick up an additional half an inch to close to an inch of rain. So do be aware of that, mainly in the upstate and the foothills. Your lows tonight in the mid 60s for many of us, with highs tomorrow a little bit warmer than today. 83 though, that is right about average. And as we check out that 7-day forecast, we can see the week ahead does feature some fairly pleasant days as far as that heat that's going to be gone. We do have highs only in the 70s as we head into the middle part of the week. Rain chances remain low until about Wednesday, and then they do pick up with our next system moving on in. And in the upstate, we see, I don't want to say really mild, but no 90s on the screen. So that intense heat is gone. We drop back into the mid to lower 80s later in the week.